Alrighty, got a 7-iron. You can see I cleaned the ball marks off the face. That's just wear. There. 7. Had to work today. Didn't have enough time to play. Well, I did. I was just busy. Didn't start work till later than normal, but that's alright. I have this indoor net to play. Keep the swing sharp. Alright, first swing of the day. Let's see where it's going. Oh, halfway decent. Out the middle. Might have been a hair fat, just a hair chunky. See it right there in the middle. Real stiff. To rebuild this motor today, I didn't realize till I got to a client's house and it was down in this really funky area. To kind of contort my body to get down in there and use tools in this tight space. Wasn't easy. That one felt better than the first one, a little more powerful. About the same spot though where I struck it. It's warming up, nice smooth swings. Nice and smooth. That was off the toe. Kind of fat and toey. Yeah, you can see it, fat and toey. Here, so it doesn't get too crazy. Whoops. It's a mess in here, just been throwing tools in and out. Check the face out. Just gave it a quick wipe so we can see the ball marks better. Felt good. Maybe just a hair towards the toe, but that's generally my miss, if anything. It's like if that's center, you know, that's generally my miss, is just a hair toey. Especially if I'm trying to draw it. I've always been good when I really need to hook one. I'll catch it just a touch further on the toe. It's all in that lead arm. It's all right there. That's where your compression is. You're coming through and compressing the ball, pulling everything through. And a big mistake is throwing early, because then you're going to hit it fat. Or if you don't hit it fat, your club's kind of on the upswing and you're going to hit it thin. So really kind of feeling like you don't throw with your hands. And it's just that front arm, that lead side, that's pulling everything through. See how you get that nice shaft lean, and you can take a nice divot in front of the ball. And that right hand is just kind of on there to add speed and stability. I mean, it's both your hands working together, but I've always really liked to feel the lead side. I felt toey again. It was definitely toey. Toeing him tonight. Way off the toe, look at that. Just trying to really exaggerate that feel. I don't know why you can't see that feel on camera. So when I'm actually playing, I don't really think about that, because it's something I've felt for so long, it's ingrained. All right, let's hit a solid one here. Ah, we're still a little toey. Toeing them. toe ball. That's always, I developed that quick. I hear a lot of people talk about good players, but I don't think it takes the best player in the world to know, you know, right after impact where you hit it on the club face. You know if it's a little thin, a little fat, a little off the toe, a little off the heel. You know. There it is. That one was pure. That one was pure. You can see that was that one there. It's a little residue from the toey one. That last one right there. Here, I'm gonna clean it up. Fresh. Man, that PBR is giving me the burps. I've only had 3. Let's try to start cranking up the power a little bit. That felt real good. Real good. I don't know why I didn't leave much of a mark. You can see it though. Trying to. It was in the center, you get it. I get there's all different types of swings, and I totally agree there's infinite ways to get the job done. I just don't know why everyone wouldn't strive for squareness, you know, somewhere around a neutral grip, or at least working towards that, trying to get everything flat, square club face, back of your arm, square, coming back on plane, coming down on plane. I don't know why you'd want to come up, drop to the inside, like that. Like, why would you not want just a one plane swing? And there is a difference between one plane and single plane swings. Because you look at a guy like Tiger Woods. Everyone knows Tiger Woods. I would consider Tiger Woods very much a one plane swing. He comes back and he comes down. He might be just underneath. You know, it's about the same plane back and through. Versus, you know, like a Matt Wolff or a Jim Furyk are way on the other end of the spectrum, where they're coming in and then dropping in flat. That would be a two-plane swing. But a single plane would be like Mo Norman or Bryson DeChambeau, where that plane, it's a different plane they're talking about. They're talking about the address. They're starting on the same plane as the impact. Let me try it. It feels powerless to me. It feels really powerless when I do that. See where the strike was. It wasn't a bad strike, but I mean, a little heely. I can do any swing and catch it halfway decent. It just feels awkward and powerless when I try a single plane swing. But there is a difference, and I kind of got into a little back and forth with a guy who teaches a single plane swing, but he says one plane swing for everything. And there's very much a difference. I mean, look up one plane versus two plane swing, and what you're going to see is the difference between a swing like this that comes back and down on one plane and a swing that's a little steeper and then drops to the inside. That's one versus two plane versus single plane. A single plane swing can be a one plane swing. A single plane swing can be a two plane swing. So you can have a 2-plane, single plane swing. I know it's a little confusing, but 1 plane and single plane are not interchangeable terms. Anyway, playing golf, or hitting balls at least. That felt real nice. A little heely, honestly, now that I look at it. Just a hair heely. Those heel shots feel good. They don't feel bad. I mean, I'd say the sweet spot is more like if that's where that one's centered, the sweet spot's more like there. I know it doesn't look like much, but I have pretty high expectations for myself. Probably wouldn't lose much distance on that. Yeah, just square. Square everything. Why would you want to increase your spine angle and come in? Why would you want to decrease your spine angle and stand up? If I'm here, I want to maintain and keep everything the same. That's just me. I like to keep everything neutral, everything symmetrical. If anything, just a little open. Same with putting. Putting, I like a little bit open. With all my shots, I just basically take everything dead square, neutral, and open it just a hair. Just a hair to favor the open side of everything. That's how I like to play. But I've always copied players like Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods. Another one, center. And that's how they play. Both of them are always open, open, open. My shoulder hurts. I've had a lot of injuries, especially with my shoulders. Shattered this collarbone, dislocated this shoulder a bunch of times. Well, and this one, but yep. Everyone's making the game too hard. It's just, you're coming back. Right here, I got all my weight back. Coming back. Now I'm reaching the top. My body is getting back to the center. Now that I'm at the top and I'm basically changing directions, going from backswing to downswing, my weight is going from this heel, the back heel, to the front heel. So I got all my weight back, my club's here. Getting to the top, my pelvis recenters as I'm getting to the top. And then this hip is going that way. I think Mike Malaska talks about this a lot. I think a great visual, instead of feeling like your hips are rotating, just feel like this hip is going back, and then this hip is going back. And there's a little bit of, you're basically saying centered on the backswing, you might move back 1 inch, 2 inches max. You don't want to be swaying off the ball, basically turning. And then you're trying to basically push this hip back and get posted onto that front foot. Back and front, or up. Back and up. It's just right through. And it's not onto your toes, it's onto your heel. Right there. And again, don't try to throw it at the ball. Don't try to lean back on it. Just get all that weight forward. And just feel like this angle gets held. And this arm is leading. Your lead arm is leading. Your lead arm. Who would have thunk it that your lead arm would lead? And then just skull the ball down the fairway like that. I sculled that one. You can see it was super thin. Well, my version of a skull, it was thin. It was a thin shot. I exaggerate sometimes. That was pure. Pure as could be. Yeah, 15 minutes already. I'm talking too much. I don't know what to go over. I mean, the golf swing's pretty obvious if you've put in the time and done a little research. You understand swing plane. You want the club. Ideally, it's about here. Big mistake is everyone comes inside. Get the club about here in this nice parallel position. Coming back, coming down. Not releasing early, but kind of just getting that pocket to go this way, onto your heel, maintaining that, striking the ball, following through, and just let the natural forces. The biggest mistake is people try to swing like that. They're fighting all of the natural gravitational and momentum, forces of momentum, rather than letting things work. Just let the club do the work. Let gravity work. Let momentum build. That's the biggest key. And have self-confidence. You need confidence in yourself that you're going to hit that ball at your target every single time and in the middle of the club face. It's a pretty simple game, really. It's just putting spin on a golf ball. The hard part's making the putts. It took me 20 years to become a good putter. I learned how to play in a summer. You know, by the end of my first year on the course, I was hitting draws, hitting fades, low shots, spinners, flop shots. If you spend the time, you can learn the game in a summer, but it takes a little longer to get good, especially with your short game. I think a lot of people, that was a bad shot, that was fat, off the toe. See, that's always my miss. My miss when I'm lazy and not thinking about it. Fat toe. I think a big mistake people make with the putter is they overlook ball striking and they putt like this, or like they're using their body. Here, let me actually, what putter do we want? Let's go to a steady camera. They putt like this. No, it's very much, what am I doing? It's not like that. It's very much letting your shoulders rock. See how the rest of my body isn't moving? I've always really liked to use my trail hand and practice this way when I putt. And the most important thing when putting is seeing the line, seeing the tiger vision line, wherever the break is, uphill, downhill, left to right, right to left. Just seeing a line that isn't actually there, it's an invisible line in your mind's eye. And when you're over the putt, literally see that line and trace it back and forth. And know that's going in the hole. Make sure you make good contact, you don't thin it. A lot of people hit a lot of thin putts. You don't want to hit it too low on the club face, that's a big mistake. You want to perfectly centered strike. It's the easiest club to strike well every time, is the putter, but people mishit their putters all the time. I'm gonna clean the face, start fresh. You gotta hit clean putts. I'm hitting it fat tonight. It's because my shoulder hurts and I can't use my right arm. My right arm feels totally out of it. It's sore. Much better. closing the face down. Range ball, range ball, range ball. Those were all terrible, terrible shots. But, yeah, still just in the center. All right, I'm gonna end this video. I've been going on too long now. My arm really hurts. I'm actually done. Not my arm, my shoulder. Like I said, I've dislocated the shoulder a lot. It's really bothering me. So, cheers. Keep it metal, and remember, golf is played up here. If you believe you got it, you got it. Keep grinding. Peace.